Hello, everyone. I hope you all are fit and healthy and you all are taking all precautions from the virus. The virus has not been vanished, so please do take all precautions and keep yourself safe and healthy. I'm Miss Aisha Siddiqui. Welcome to the channel, wherein today we'll be starting with the introduction of a very new subject for the second year BA students. The subject's name is General English, and also known the topic of the book. The topic of General English is linguistic and introduction. Now, what is linguistic? The name itself has a little bit of the meaning and answer to it. Linguistic is language, but how do you pronounce your language? How do you speak? Okay, more of your communication. How do your sounds come out from your mouth? From which part of your mouth? From your lip, from your teeth, your tongue. So, this is known as linguistic when the sounds are coming from the proper place, and therefore your words will be clear and loud enough for the person to understand and to have a very good hold on your communication as well. To know English is not a cup of tea and to learn it. But everyone out there must be knowing how to speak English. But speaking English is not just speaking, hi, how are you, right? You should, whatever you are doing, you should do it in the best possible way. If we are speaking English, we should speak in the best possible way we can. And linguistic is a book and is a subject that can teach you the best type of English. You can know and you should know from where your words are coming out. Of course, it is coming from your mouth and nowhere else, but which part of your mouth is actually removing your words? How will you remove, how will you say some of the words h and h from your throat? Or how will you say sir? How will you say sir? So this is the way, if you are saying it from the proper way and if you're speaking in the proper way, your words will sound very different from the normal English that we speak. And also your communication skills will enhance. The person who is listening to you will understand that you are speaking a very different language, though you're speaking the normal English and the words that you're speaking is the normal English words, but the way you speak will be unique and different from others. For us to understand the depth of English language, we are going to do this subject. It will actually take you to the depth of the language, how to speak, how to communicate in the best possible way. To know any language 100% is not possible, but we can do our 99%. So we will be starting today with this subject and we'll be doing our 99% in English language, and we will be learning linguistic, that means the science of language. Science, why do we say science? Because science is a subject that will take you to the inside out, right? When we're doing science and we're learning science of our body, we are learning inside out of the body parts and each and every organ. Similarly, science of language will show you each and every way how to speak the language, from where your sounds are coming, how they should be pronounced, your pronunciation should be in a correct way, and also the way you are going to communicate with people in the best possible personality, and it will also enhance your personality development. It will enhance your personality, your communication. It will help you when you go later on for your work, in your interview. There's nothing, of course, grades and marks are very important. Yes, the interviewer will see your marks and grades, but even more than that, will see how you are going to speak, how you're going to manage, how is your personality, the way you react. So you should learn all this with the studies, right? So today we will be starting with this topic where I'll just be doing the introduction part. I'll be showing which book I'm referring to for this subject that is known as General English. The book's name is Linguistic and Introduction. And I will show you all the book and what is the portion of semester 3 and what all are we going to cover in this semester, what will be the topics that we will cover. So this is a very short video on the introduction part. Let's start with it. This is the book that I'm referring. The book's name you can see is Linguistic and Introduction. And it is also known as General English for the second year BA students. Now here, I'll say it's written by the Board of Editors Ashok Chaskar, Sanjay Pagar. And let's see the contents. So if you're able to see, the first 4 lessons will be in your semester 3. Then the next 4 lessons will be for your semester 4. I am reading out the first 4 lessons. If you all have the book, you all can refer to it. If you do not have, you can simply write down the topics and also the subtopics that we are going to do in the later video. And therefore, you all can study according to the topics as well. So the first chapter is phonetics and phonology. Phonetics and phonology. The second chapter is morphology. Both of them is written by Devashri Trivedi. So she's the author and she's the writer of the book. Let's see the second one, the third one. It is Socio-Linguistic Part 1 and the fourth one is Social-Linguistic Part 2. One of it is written by Tripata Piple and the last one is written by Devashri Trivedi. So these are the 4 chapters. Let me just quickly say it. Phonetics and phonology, morphology, social linguistic 1 and social linguistic 2. These are the 4 chapters that we'll be doing for semester 3. I'll just tell you the introduction part of phonetics, what we'll be doing in phonetics and phonology. Now, for knowing what is phonetics, I'll just read it out. This scientific study of sounds, I just said, that can be produced by human vocal tract. The human vocal tract is known as phonetics. Simply, the science of language. That means in the depth of language we are going to go. And we are going to understand how the words are pronounced with your vocal tract. How your throat and how your lips, your tongue is going to pronounce. And how and which part pronounces which letters and which phonics. Similarly, I'll just tell you all how when we were young, most of us have learned in the very typical way how the education is, that when we were in a nursery, we learned it as A, B, C, D, right? But unfortunately, that's not the right way of learning. So the right way of learning is with phonics, where we have to learn the sounds of the letters and not only learn A, B, C, D and E, F, G, but we have to learn it as A, B, K, D. So these are the sounds. A sounds A, B sounds B, and how we are going to learn even the small little sounds. It is not A. It is not so small that your mouth is going to open. Your mouth has to be opening big and wide and to be showing as A, A. And the B will be sounding as B, where your lips are going to actually close and open fast. B and K. So all these sounds have to be taught in our nursery school for the kids, that is phonics. The word that is to be taught to the kids is phonics, where the sounds of the letters are being taught. Unfortunately, our study system has been upside down and we've not learned it in that way before, but this is the time that we can succeed. Even though if you all have learned it in that way, we are going to go in more depth of the book and more depth of language, where we'll be seeing and understanding how we have to speak. So here, as I said, the human vocal cord, from which way and which place our pronunciations are going to come. Then the study how speakers systematically select, sounds in specific pattern to express the specific meaning of the word. That is phonology. That means from where specific word, specific pronunciation, specific variation of your lips and tongue and teeth and throat. All of this is shown in this book. And let's see what else. So we are going to learn the different aspects, that is articulatory phonetics, acoustic phonetics, auditory phonetics. We will be learning about it later in the coming videos. Then we'll be seeing how the human vocal cord and which places, here you can see from which places and which part of the mouth we are going to speak languages and how we are going to pronounce the words. So you can see here we are going to do that. And then how from the lungs itself your sound should come, larynx and pharynx, the nasal cavity, the oral cavity, consonants and vowels, and all of this we will be doing each and every part in a proper particular video where we'll be discussing everything, articulations, places of articulation, that means from where the sounds are coming. And there is a vast thing, manners of articulation, how we are going to open our mouth while speaking. You all must be sounding it very weird as the way I'm opening my mouth while speaking, but that's the correct way you have to speak. Sometimes your mouth has to be very small while you speak, sometimes it has to open wide while you speak. So this is the way that will enhance your personality of talking. If you talk in a specific way, the people in front of you will also understand. Maybe they'll find it weird in the starting, but they will come to know that the way you're speaking is something unique that you have learned and therefore you're applying, and the way you are speaking is different, and you will stand apart from people speaking a very different language. Now, I would like to say that many of us, we think how English language is spoken is the best English language is actually spoken in Hollywood, right? Hollywood movies and what all we are seeing. But that's not the correct way of speaking. That's the American English. We are the ones speaking British English in India, as the Britishers has left us this language here in India. But we do not even speak the British English in a proper way. To speak British English in a proper way, we are going to do this, and we should not actually start acting like we are going to speak the American language, because we do not require the American language. We do not speak the American language, and therefore we should not even try. And that does not mean, I mean, in India, I have seen many people, they just love to speak in the American way. But it does not mean that is the best language. I think you all should remove that philosophy and thinking from your mind that that is the best language. British English is known as one of the best English languages in the world, and not American English. So you should be proud that in India we are speaking British English, wherein we speak in a very simple way, simple wordings, formal wordings, but the pronunciation has to be good and wide and open and clear. The American English, you'll find it's not at all clear. What are they speaking? They're just, yeah, hi, what's going on? Right. That's not the right way of speaking. Yeah, of course, it is English and it's their way of speaking, but their accent and their English is very different. British English is the best English, and you have to be very clear when you speak. So, this is the book wherein we will discuss little and little small, very minute points of English language, and each and every part will be discussed thoroughly. Then I would like to say there is a falling tone, a rising tone, where you have to bring your speaking thing down very soft and where you have to raise it high, how you have to specifically enhance some wordings. So, how you will be stressing on some words, what are the stress words, why are the stress words focused, weak and strong forms, what is all this? We'll be doing. And then the second chapter is morphology, wherein we'll be doing morphemes and allomorphemes, types of morphemes, free and bound morphemes, lexile and functional morphemes, then prefixes and suffixes you all have already done, but this will be a very different one. Derivations, compounding, don't think it is mathematics, it is English. Then blending, back formation, borrowing, all of these words, how is the in detail how we have to speak. Social linguistic, the varieties of English is known as social linguistic. We would be seeing the British English, as I said, the American English, the difference between the British and the American English, and there are many words here. Then the Canadian English, American African English, Australian English, South African English, the Indian English. So the Indian English has more from the British almost, but Indian English has also formed, that is the Bharat brand of English is also there. Then there is all round of all these Englishes. We should know what is social linguistic. That means all of these Englishes are explained in detail. And why are there differences in this? So there is social linguistic too, where we will be seeing bilingualism, multilingualism, how we know two languages, three languages, and how we are good in them. Then dialects, register, the style of speaking, and etc. So these are the four chapters that we'll be doing for semester 3. I will also read out the chapters for semester 4. The first one, I mean, the fifth one is syntax, written by Anish Goshe. Then it is semantics, Sanjay Pagare. Grammatics, Anish Goshe again. Stylistics, Sanjay Pagare. So this is done with SEM 3 and 4. We will be starting with SEM 3 and the topics will be discussed thoroughly. I hope you all understood what is the portion, which book I'm referring. I'll just show it again. What is the topic of linguistic? What is the meaning of linguistic? What all we are going to do from this book? And I hope this impressed you all. You all should always try to achieve something more than you all already have. You all are speaking English, but you all should speak in the best way possible. I hope you all understood the concept of the book and you all will try to achieve the best way. And I hope you all benefited from the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And do watch my previous videos as well on other topics wherein there are common topics also for the first year BA students. But I have made a lot of common topics, that is common grammar, detailing of the grammar, and also SY, the special English. You all can watch various videos. I hope you all understood and enjoyed the video. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care of yourself.